Hi there, welcome to my channel. For those who are new to the channel, I mostly work with wood, metal, and fixing my tools as I go along in my journey. Okay, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and let's get on with it. Today I am going to be making a little storage box, or like a jewelry box or gift box, you know. It will contain a lid and the main box itself, okay. And I'm going to make an octagon shaped box, and I did a little bit of math, and it comes down to an included angle of 22.5 degrees. So if I make all my cuts 22.5 degrees and make these all the same length, it's going to turn out perfect, right? And as far as the cover goes, you cut a wide board, and then once it's all prepped up, you rip the cover off. After you can either put it through a table saw and rip your cover off and what you need, or you make your cuts with the two pieces. That way you know that piece is the same length as that piece, okay? And that's going to be the way I'm going to proceed. So let's go over to the material pile and see what we got. And there are different kind of contrasts. This is white basically with the heart. See? This was like the bark. The white stuff would have been the bark side. I might be able to do something with that on the inside. Now let's go find the main portion of the box. Some of my stock here. I have some birch over here. I don't think I'm going to go into the birch. And I have some really white maple over here. I don't know if you can see what I'm looking at. This used to be a horse barn, and this is where I keep my lumber. That's a lounge chair I made. That's a shuffleboard, barbecue cart, love seat. See, this would be nice if I got this inside the so we're going to start with this, and I think I have enough to go around, so we're going to take that over next door. Alright, so I said I needed at least 5-inch, and these are 5-inch. The quarter saw, they're less desirable closer to the heart of the wood, and these trees were probably 10, 11, maybe, I don't think they were 12 in diameter, right? And you quarter saw that, you're going to get strips of 4 inches wide of clean board, right? Closer to the bark. The heart of the maple goes dark, right? And people always look at maple and they'll say it looks like a white wood. But the thing is, you need a clean, at least 5 to 6 inches, so you can have a base that's maybe 4-inch and a cover that's 2-inch. So when you take your cover off, right? If it's not that wide, you can't do a book match from corner to corner to make it look a continuous piece. And the two last pieces you glue together let's say I take a cut here, cut here, cut here, and I take the joints and then I fold them together to make the bowl, right? It may not match on the back side. So it's really difficult to match. I'm going to run these through the planer and see what I get out of them. And there's no way I'm going to make a little jewelry box out of 1.25 inches, but I could do it out of 1/2 inch material. So if I saw this in half, I get 2 pieces of 3/4. I might go 5/8 on it. Alright, so I'm going to set this to 1 1/4. Okay, so this is before. You can see the little, here this is really smooth, and here the wood splintered up, right? So I'm guessing a dull knife, so that's why I switched them over. I'm going to run this through again and see what I get. So that's the before. Let's see what the after is going to look like. Okay, so I'm going to turn on the dust collector. Difference. The piece didn't stall inside, except it sort of hesitated here. I should have kept constant pressure on it. There's a little bit of waviness to it. I don't know if the sander will be able to take it off, because this is really hard stuff. But I'm going to rip this in half, cut it in half, and rip it in half. See, this isn't going to work out on this side. 48 is right on the button. Right in the middle of a knot. This side will be good. That side, I have no idea if it's going to make it or not. And here, if I cut the defect out here this way, it's not going to match when it butts up. saw this in half with the bandsaw, and I'm asking a lot of this little saw, but it's sharp. This is a new blade, so I'm hoping this won't give me any problems. Alright, I gotta polish them because there's a few little snags in the lumber. Okay, so I got all my boards prepped. And there should be enough material here to make one box. Every board. So there's 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 boxes. And it is half an inch thick. So I have, this is a side view. Right now, these are 5 inches. Right. And here, I've got to make a slot here to accommodate. Oops. 1/4 inch material, and I'm going to go in. If I go in 1/4, I'm only left 1/4. So I'm going to go a little less than 1/4, 3/16 maybe. And that's where I'm going to fit my bar. I got some 1/4 inch plywood that I'm going to use. Once this is notched out, then I'm going to cut my 45s like this, or my 22.5s. I'm going to cut them like this. And I'm going to tape this all the way around, make sure that it's squared out, and put some glue in there, and then fold the tape over and glue it together and let it dry. But I'm going to have to let it dry with my piece of plywood already cut in there. Okay? So right now, just let's go over to the table saw and cut in this. It's not a rabbit, but it is a groove. So this is what I got. I just eyeballed it and it should be good enough. So I got about 3/16. This would be half. So I have enough material left there for things to hold together. Now, I'm going to eyeball it about where I think it should be. If I go there, it'll be too weak. About there. It's 48, so there should be 6 pieces like this. So I'm going to put a stop here to make sure that I get equal pieces. This is not quite. Got to be a little more. So 6 from here to here. Work on this side. Okay, I'm gonna put this here. Okay, so now they're all gonna be the same length. I got a body. I want you. I want them all in a row. I don't want to mix them up. That way, keep the pattern going. Four pieces. Oh, there's not. 5 pieces. And this will be 6. And the rest of them will be weights. Here. 6 pieces. And I'm going to put them, assemble them together, to see what I get. Okay, so this is just to see how big of a box I'm going to end up with. And these are going to be very sketchy. Cutting these. I'm sort of dreading that. So, see green up. Okay, see here, green. Now, this one should line up as well. And it does. Right, it doesn't match. Look at this. That's not match. Look at this. And this right, that's going to mix it up. Yeah, they have to be sixes because I cut them right. But this is big. This is 14 and a half across. So I have to make it smaller. Okay, so I've removed a little bit of lumber and I hope this does the trick. So I'm at 13 and a half. And my plywood has to be 22 or 12 and 3/4. Okay, so I've shortened these to the length of 4 3/4. Okay, and that gives me a piece of, how far did I go in there? I have to check to make sure. Uh, 3/16. So if I give myself, if I go 3/16 on one side, 3/16 it's 11 inches. But you got to cut your board a little bit smaller to probably 11 and 30 seconds, 29, 30 seconds roughly. If you want to make it right. Okay, so I've devised the plan. I'm going to glue it with the bottom in. I'm not going to cut it right away. I'm actually then going to glue the cover that goes on here with the purfling. And then I'm going to send the whole box down. And then I'm going to run it through the table saw. It'll be sturdier and less likely have a chance to mess up. So I don't want to glue this to the table. So I'm just going to set it on a piece of paper. And okay, and I need a little glue stick. We got a couple here. I'll use this. We can dip into the bottle. And let's open this up. And remove. Okay, put it down. Put it down. Okay, now I do. My boxes are actually, they're drying. They were tied to keep it tight. And I got somewhat of continuity going here. With the defects or the different colors in the lumber, so they look like they come from one piece. And now I have this piece, which is wired inside, which is, I gotta check to make sure it's, I need something half the width of this diameter. where I took the cut with the bandsaw. pizza on my pie. So I don't want to put any brad nails or anything through here, pin nails or whatever. So I'm just going to glue this and tape it. And I'm going to get two pieces with the same coloration, but I won't be able to follow the grain of the lumber. I can try to match it, maybe. This has to have enough glue on it because it's going to be running through the planer. I don't want a chunk flying out of it. Or worse yet, getting pulled up. Well, that would be the worst scenario, but I don't want to damage my my planer shrouds with a chunk of cherry. Okay, so holding pressure, glue's oozing out. It's a good sign. Okay, so I've got these pieces of hardwood clamped on here, and I'm just cutting. I'm going to cut a few pieces and see if it fits and this works before I actually go ahead and cut them all, right? Okay, so far this works. So this piece is good. It fits well, so it's not food. I don't know why I said good. Normally you refer to good as food. So to make sure I get repeatability, I'm going to mark it off. supposed to be sandable. Okay. Okay, so I gotta prep these boxes to accept the covers that I made, right? And this is the flattest surface I have. And I got some 150 grit Diablo. And I already tore it. So I just want to hit the corners where the glue might be. Take off any imperfections. One more thing up here.